what's the symbolism of a new home? And so the symbolism of a new home is the symbolism of a new world. It's the symbolism of entering into the promised land. It's the symbolism of, uh, a new beginning. And so it's a very, very important time. Anytime you have a new beginning, you have to be very attentive to what happens right at the beginning. That's why marriages are so important. That's why first times are so important in everything. That's why wedding nights are so important. That's why, like, all these things are very important. Like the first time, the first thing, the first actions you pose in the new world, they are pattern setting actions. And that's something that you just can't help. It's just how it is. Like, I wish we could help that, but that's how it is. When a few people come together and start a company together, like the 2-3 guys in their basement, the nature of their relationship right at the beginning will become the culture for the company moving forward. And the sins of the beginning, the sins that happen at the outset, will play themselves out larger and larger as the being, as the body manifests itself, right? So, for example, I've said in the past that I think one of the reasons why the American Revolution was not like the French Revolution is because in the seed, in the beginning of the country, George Washington stepped down from presidency and set a tone, set a pattern that would then be followed by presidents, until today. At some point, it doesn't mean that it doesn't run out. At some point, it runs out, but that is the symbolism of a new home. And so I would say, take the entry into your new home very seriously. Have your house blessed if you can. In Quebec, we have this thing called pendre la crémaillère, which is in the olden days when they would enter a new home, there was a large pot that you couldn't hang on its hook alone, and so you would get everybody from the neighborhood to come to your house and to help you lift this huge metal pot and put it up on its hook over the fire. And we kept that term to say, when you enter a new home, you need to have some kind of event where you inaugurate the new home, where you present it to your family, to your friends. And you have to be very attentive at the disciplines and the practices that you set up in that home right at the beginning. Be aware of the spaces, be conscious of the spaces. Be sure you use the spaces in the way that you thought they were going to be used, if you can. Understand what the living room is for and use it for that. Understand what the dining room is for, use it for that. If you don't use the dining room in your house, your new house, in the first few months, you'll never use it. You just won't use it. You'll eat at the kitchen, you'll eat at the counter, you'll do whatever. It's that's what a new home is really, really important. Especially if it's if you're young and you haven't had a house before and it's your first home and it's a new home, I would say just be deliberate. I mean, obviously don't go crazy, don't get nervous about it, but I would say, make sure that you celebrate it properly and that you kind of enter into it properly. So